Sultanate. Expansion means the spread of something. So in this topic we are going to study about how did the Delhi Sultanate expand or spread at that time. So we can see that in early 13th century the Delhi Sultans, they mostly controlled garrison towns. Okay, so what is garrison town? Garrison town is a place where military or forces used to reside. Okay, it is a place where military forces used to reside. Okay, so first of all, these garrison towns were controlled over by the Delhi Sultans. Okay, why? Because it was very necessary, very important for them to capture all those areas to keep them safe. If they capture or if they control over that area, then it would be very beneficial for them, and that army which is residing at that place, that will be very beneficial to keep them safe. Clear? So we can say that they controlled garrison towns at that time, and seldom controlled the hinterland. Hinterland, what is hinterland? Hinterland is a land which is adjacent or linked or connected to a city or a port that supply it with goods and services. Okay, that supply it goods and services. That is a land which is linked with it, which is connected or which is adjacent to a city or port to supply its goods and services. Okay, so next we can say that at that time controlling over garrison town which are at the far distance in Bengal, that was not easy. It was extremely difficult at that time. And at that time Mongol invaders also came in our country. Who are the invaders? Invaders mean attackers. Okay, mean who attacked in our country. So at that time Mongol invasions challenged the Delhi Sultans at that time. What is invasion? Invasion mean coming to any place. So at that time Mongol invaders or Mongol invasions challenged the Delhi Sultan at that time, and these sultan, they barely survived these challenges or these attacked. Clear? Or we can say that who was the most powerful leader of Mongols? That was Genghis Khan. Genghis. Genghis Khan. He attacked in 1219 in northeast, we can say in northeast Iran in 1219, and they were also thinking, or the Delhi Sultans were also worried about the attack which was about to being done by Genghis Khan. Okay, and Delhi Sultanate faced this soon after. Clear? And their attacks increased at the rule of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Their attacks, the increase in the attacks of Mongols, they occurred at the time of Ghiyasuddin Balban as well, but the most of the increment, we can say the increase, that was at the time of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Okay, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. And that's why both of the rulers, Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq, these both of the rulers, they set up a large standing army to keep their sultanate safe. What did they do? They set up a large standing army. Why? To be safe, or to keep themselves safe from the attacks which were being done by Genghis Khan. Clear? And then next is about the expansion, mean about the spread of the Delhi Sultanate. So first of all, it was divided into two parts. First expansion occurred along the interior or internal frontier. Frontier means boundary. Okay, it was along with internal and then externals. Okay, so internal frontier, frontier means boundary, where they were living in or where they were ruling the territory. First of all, they spread their territory along with the internal boundaries of the sultanate at the areas near by their territory. And during this campaign, we can say that forests were cleared in Ganga Yamuna areas, and hunter gatherers and the pastoralists, they were also expelled from that place, and that land was given to peasants at that time and to farmers at that time, and agriculture was encouraged, and a new town was also established for trade at that time, at the time of first expansion. Okay, then second expansion occurred along the external frontiers. It started along with the external frontiers. What happened at that time? First of all, they started military expedition in southern India. What is expedition? Expedition means a journey for some special purpose. Okay, then they started military purpose in South India as well. In North India, they rule over there. But after that, second expansion was occurred along the southern India, we can say. Okay, then they started military expeditions, and it was related to the external frontiers, and it was during the reign of or the rule of Alauddin Khilji. And at the time of Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the Delhi Sultanate reached on its peak. And these militaries, which were hired by the sultans, they were called sultanate armies. Sultanate mean of that sultanate, and armies, we can say armies of that sultanate. Okay, and at that time they captured slaves also, they captured elephants and the horses, because they were also very beneficial at the time of their safety and at the time of battles as well. So this was about the expansion of Delhi Sultanate. It means from garrison town to empire. Empire means a large kingdom, and garrison towns mean where military used to reside. So this was about the expansion, about the spread of Delhi Sultanate. Hope this is clear to you all. Our next topic is several mosques made by the Delhi Sultanate. So what is mosque? Mosque is a place where Muslims pray. Like Hindus, they used to pray in temples, and Muslims pray in mosques or masjid. Clear? So these are some mosques which were built by the Delhi Sultans at that time. So first is Quwwat-ul-Islam Masjid and Qutub Minar. So we can say that Qutub Minar, this minar is in Delhi, and it was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. It was built by, its foundation was led by Qutbuddin Aibak, and it was completed by Iltutmish. So as well as if we are talking about Quwwat-ul-Islam Masjid, it was also built by Qutbuddin Aibak, and its extension, or we can say it was enlarged by Iltutmish and Alauddin Khilji. Okay, so this mosque is a congregational mosque. What is congregational? Congregational mosque mean where Muslims read their prayers together. They read their prayer together. Okay, so or their prayers, like we do prayer, and in their language they call it namaz. Okay, so mosque is a word which meaning is masjid in Arabic language, where Muslim pray to Allah. We pray to Bhagwan and they call Bhagwan to Allah. Okay, so we can say ki Imam is a person. Imam is a person who is chosen at the most respective learner, and most respective learner or a man or the leader of the rituals of that mosque. Okay, and he delivers the sermon. Sermon mean khutbah. Sermon mean khutbah. What is khutbah? Khutbah mean the public preaching. Okay, he delivers the public preaching or the sermon during Friday programs. Okay, during Friday prayer as well. So next is, and we can say that Quwwat ul Islam Masjid is the first mosque of India. Next is Begumpuri Masjid. Begumpuri Masjid was built at the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and we can say that this is the main mosque which was in Jahanpanah, where Jahanpanah he made this new town as his capital. Okay, he made this new town as his capital. Then we can say that during prayer at that time, when Muslim pray in the mosque, they stand facing towards west direction, and the west direction in their language, we can say in Muslim they used to call it Makkah, and the west direction or this is called in India, it is called Qibla. Clear? Then next is Moti Ki Masjid. Moti Ki Masjid was built in the rule of Sikandar Lodi, at the ruling time of Sikandar Lodi. And the last is Mosque of Jamali Kamali. This is Mosque of the Jamali Kamali. It was built in the late of 1520s. In 1520s, at the timing of or in the reign of Ibrahim Lodi in 1520s, in the late 1520s, in the reign of Ibrahim Lodi. So these were some mosques which were made by the Delhi Sultans at the time of Delhi Sultanate. So hope this topic is clear to you all. These all mosques, the names of these mosques, you have to write in your classwork notebook and write 1 to 2 lines about each. Like Quwwat ul Islam Masjid, it was started by whom, and we can say that enlarged by whom, and it is like a congregational mosque. Then Begumpuri Masjid, means you have to write one or two lines about each. If you want to write more lines, it's always very good for that. So this is the question that you have to write in your classwork notebook. Hope this topic is clear to you all.